Om Tava Kathamritam Tapta Jivanam Kavibhiriditam Kalmashapaham Shravanamangalam Srimadaatatam Bhuvi Grananti Bhurida Janaha Bhuvi Grananti Bhurida Janaha. Advice to the householders. The temples were lighted up. Sri Ramakrishna was seated on the small couch, meditating on the Divine Mother. You can imagine how he used to sit. You can see the picture placed in the shrine everywhere, with hands, with one whole being resting in Divine Mother, thinking of Divine Mother. And the Divine Mother, when Sri Ramakrishna says Divine Mother, the whole universe is her manifestation. She has become all these 24 cosmic principles, all the jivas, and she exists as a nature to take care of all these jivas and the movements of the whole universe. And also, she resides in every jiva. All aspects of her, the transcendental aspect, her immanent aspect, her being the whole controller and governor of the universe, her being in the jivas, her coming down, taking human form. All these aspects are meant. It's just what to leave and what to hold when she is everything. Except her, nothing exists. Then chanted the names of God. We saw yesterday why they chant the name of God is to increase its awareness in the jiva. It has the same power, but it will be just like sun is now and then covered with clouds. The cloud has to be dispersed to get the perfect sunlight again. Incense was burnt in the room. How it adds to our awareness, how it kindles the presence of the divine. Where an oil lamp had been lighted in his own room. Incense was burnt and an oil lamp was lighted. Now, as soon as it is evening, a maid servant used to bring charcoal with dhuna, the smoking fragrance, and from door to door, room to room, whole temple complex, every room she goes and puts that smoke. Incense smoke. Sounds of conch shells and gongs came floating in the air as the evening worship began in the temple of Kali. Whole thing, when you read, you must visualize always. God has given us the strength of visualization everywhere, every day, every moment practically will be utilizing that, but oriented towards our external life. From morning, if I do like this, it will happen. I am going there, I am going to do this. Everything is a visualization. Now I want to drink water, I am going to take up the drinking pot. Already there is a sankalpa I am going to take. I am visualizing beforehand, I am taking and drinking it. And with the thought, there is visualization. Bottle is there. After seeing it, I pick it up. After thinking that I have to drink, I pick it up. Before anything I do, it is so fast following. I am talking to you and thinking process is going behind my speech. That's thinking before I speak out. The thoughts that flow in the mind before I speak out is already a part of visualization. I am using everywhere. Now, while reading, I'll just read and go. No. Whole thing, as if you are the words. Now, when I do work, when I work in the world, I visualize and do. Now, read and visualize. It is reverse process. As you read, the whole picture must be coming in your mind. You are in already Dakshineshwar when you are thinking of reading about gospel. Thakur is already the whole picture of when it is just evening, it is becoming sun is setting, and it is becoming darker and darker. Temple shrine, the lights are burning. A small lamp is burning in Sri Ramakrishna's room also. Incense has been burnt and gone. Like this, a whole picture of the entire thing. Thakur's sitting on a small cot, thinking of Divine Mother. All this, time to time, it was the main description of M is to create this awareness. This is something like Leela Dhyana. On the divine play of the Lord, I am meditating as if. The reading must go not with just following the meaning, but visualizing the meaning. It must become a part of your existence. So the bell ring, as soon as it is evening, the Navat will start singing. These in the temples, gongs and bells are ringing. The Sandhya Arati is going on. Sounds of conch shells and gongs came floating in the air as the evening worship began in the temple of Kali. The light of moon flooded all quarters. When the moonlight lits on the Purnima day, when the light falls, the whole thing, because of the absence of other lights of present times, the moonlight, the whole thing lit by moonlight looks like a dream world, as if you are in a dream world. It's a beautiful experience. When I was there in Himalayas, I used to experience from the peaks of mountain clad with ice and to the ground level, the whole thing beautifully lit with various shades of colors, sky looking something, hilltops with ice looking something, below green forests looking in a different way. The whole thing's as if you are in a dream world. The light of moon flooded all quarters. The master again spoke to M. All this becomes necessary for us. The more you concentrate on these things, small things which M is describing, it is independent of master's talk and M's this one. Just is prescribing to take you, transport you to those days when it is happening. We are in a different world, different times, with different awarenesses. Now, M each time, he tries to take you to those days, of that atmosphere, when science was still in its primary forms. Master now is coming to a new platform. Perform your duties in an unselfish spirit. What binds us? See, when he says about Kamini Kanchana, it has caught you, get released. When he says, do your duties, as if you are not involved in it, with all interest and dedication, do it as an offering to the divine. Means he doesn't want a new bondage to be created because of the karma. Karmic cycle. Don't be a part of the karmic cycle where you will be caught in different way. So be released from already binding things and see that no new binding is taking place. Perform your duties in an unselfish spirit. Then you will not be bound by the effects of karma. The work that Vidyasagar is engaged is very good. How he is bringing you, see, into picture. All your duties, one part is your duties, another part, it is not your duty directly to help the others. I have to look after my family, I have to do my earning, all fields have to be honest and very hard working. This is one part of my life. It is a necessity, and there are other debts I have to pay also. I am living in a society, all the things that society is giving me, I am utilizing. Even security, I cannot go and live with my family in the forest also. I need this society. I need various things that other people are producing. So to think of others other than my limited understanding of family life. Expand. Let your actions be. The work that Vidyasagar is engaged in is very good. Always try to perform your duties without desiring any result. How to do without desiring any result? For the sake of result, I am doing the duty. And how to be without expecting any result to happen. Here, result is not going to affect because the factors that are governing the result is entirely different, not only your work. I saw many people struggling very hard in their life to come up in their life. Real struggle. Really they are intelligent and capable, but they are not successful at all. There are some people who are actually not genuine or not sufficiently intelligent or capable, yet they succeed. There are some certain factors which are going to govern their life. And we see as we go ahead, God and nature doesn't give you what you ask for, what is necessary for you, what is good for you. If what you ask is good for you, it is necessity for you, it will be immediately given, even without asking also. And after asking also, they may not give you a thing which is not necessary for you or which is harmful for you. So, suppose you are struggling for a thing to happen and result doesn't happen, then you should not get disappointed. When things happen, you should not be elated. Pride or ego comes before a fall. I have done, I succeeded. No, I did. He made me to succeed. So when success comes also, it is his participation. And then when fails, I don't mind. Because he doesn't give me anything that is poisonous for me, harmful for me. Maybe that it was harmful for me and was not necessary for me. So, result, now you see, you are not of the result. You are after your own evolution. You are after the welfare of all. How shall I evolve? The purpose of human life and nature's plan is your evolution to divinehood. You must be able to manifest your result is entirely different from your evolution. The evolution of all people at home. They must become divine. They must be free from all sufferings and bondage forever. Now each things which are going to bind you and you are going to enter it, what would be the fruit you see? So here he says, don't get attached to the always try to perform your duties without desiring any result. Do you see what is not to desire the result means? You are open to all, and what you are seeking is in and through the action. What should you seek is you are evolving towards the divine, not results directly. Results ends with the result. Here, evolution transforms you, transports you to a different level of existence, different level of consciousness. That is to be aimed. Whatever you do, your duties alone you are doing, but you will not get result. But the duties are kept as duties not only for this sake. Mainly in Hinduism, you see, the Indian way of thinking is always evolution. Do I get God? Do I get eternal peace? Do I get something, joy which is never taken away from me, freedom that never goes away from me? So this is to be attained. We do duties because it is inevitable. And in and through these duties, not what is inevitably satisfied, but higher result has to be achieved. Now you are going to some office and working some money, bringing some earnings. Now when you are bringing that earning, if you are after the result, it ended. You worked, you got there. But if you intend, I have to evolve in and through this. This is not the result. For earning, I am going to office and bringing this money. But if I am after the result, it ended here. If I am not after the result, but the end point is elsewhere, my evolution, my happiness in the family, all people to join me in evolutionary process. All must be happy, all must be free. That is the result, and not eating and drinking and earning this. I want something more. When that is the end, that is the result, not the direct result of this, then what happens is you will know how to spend that money, where to spend that money, in what I have to invest, how much I have to save, all these plans by the divine grace and divine will, it goes on. Otherwise, it ends with the earning and spending. So, how to spend? You are going to earn, you are going to spend. But how to spend? How much to spend? In what to spend? How does it help? And in what way it is going to help further me and others? Suppose I am able to save 10 rupees out of 100 rupees or 1 rupee out of 100 rupees and serve some people who are in need. What would be the result? So here, always try to perform your duties without desiring for the result, limited result, direct result of what action I am doing. Though that is the purpose. That is the purpose. Purpose is to earn, but result is different. Result ends with the purpose finished, but evolution is different. Yeah. Yes, sir. But may I know if one can realize God while performing one's duties? Can Rama and desire coexist? Rama and Kama. The other day I read in a Hindi couplet where Rama is, there desire cannot be. Where desire is, there Rama cannot be. Jahan Ram, tahan nahi Kam. Jahan Kam, tahan nahi Ram. This is the Hindi couplet. I have read. And can duties of life go ultimately be? But can I know? But may I know, sir, if one can realize God while performing our duties, one's duties. Performing the duties can one realize. Here duties, he is telling, M is taking duties as the going for work and doing our duties, household, small activities to be done duties. Duties doesn't end with it. All the activities is a part of your duty. Whatever you are doing, what you are to do, Sri Ramakrishna is explaining, you cannot be without work. You cannot be without duties. And you have to do, because life doesn't go without any duties. Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita, you cannot live Jivana Yatra. Even Jivana Yatra you cannot spend without doing duties. So work, you have to work. At least to live. If not anything, you have to go for bhiksha and bring the bhiksha and eat. So suppose you give up your all activities also. You have to go from door to door, beg, eat, sit, do japa. M is asking in that sense. I have to do my duties. And this they take as sadhana. But sadhana is also a part of work and activity. We forget. Here Sri Ramakrishna is telling, Master, all without exception perform work. Even to chant the name and glories of God is work. You are telling differently, can we realize God? While doing duties of life. He says there is, because M is differentiating between sadhana and then duties of life. Duties of life is also same work as the sadhana is also same work. There are two meanings we have to take is the duties of life is also sadhana. Sadhana is also duties of life. The converse, both are true. As is the meditation of the non-dualist, I am He. Aham Brahmasmi meditation, if somebody is doing, even that meditation, Aham Brahmasmi, I am the Absolute, I am the Atman, To meditate on that is also action. All without exception perform work. Even to chant the name and glories of God is work, as is the meditation on the of the non-dualist on I am He. Breathing is also an activity. If not anything, you may not do anything. You have to breathe. Breathe is also an activity. There is no way of renouncing work altogether. You cannot say, I will not breathe, I will not do any activity, I will not sit, I will not think. You cannot say. You have to think. If you give up the physical work outside also, even then you have to activity. There is no way of renouncing work altogether. So do your work, but surrender the result to God. The results are surrender to God. All activities, whatever you do, as and when you do, suppose you are walking, every step let it be offered to God. After you finish, suppose you are sweeping a room, after sweeping, by sweeping, try to take the name of God. When you end and try to keep the broomstick in the corner, offer the whole activity and your doership and the fruit of the action to God. Three things we have to offer. Kartritva, I have done this work, my kartritva. The work itself, I have swept, the sweeping act. I have swept, that understanding. The sweeping act and its fruit, what it is going to give. Sukha or dukkha, later on what is going to happen, be the result of my action. So all the three will be offered to God when we say result. Result is triple rooted. Surrender result to God. M. Sir, may I make an effort to earn more money? Can I earn more money? Because there are many reasons why M is asking. The one is to make arrangements for a future and retire from the activities. Suppose I am earning about 100 rupees per day. Suppose I work more in the evening also somewhere else. I get some more money. So that I finish my duties of life fast. Keep some reserve for the future and retire altogether from the work and dedicate my life, rest of life, for sadhana exclusively. This is one of the desires of many of the bhaktas. By the time well before we become quite old, before we even become senior citizens of 60 years of age, even before that, at least 4 or 5 years before, can I finish my duties? Or at least by the time I get retirement from the actual field of activity, can I dedicate the rest of life after that to the welfare of others, my own evolution, exclusively at the feet of God for in sadhana? That is one of the purpose why I want to earn more. The second thing is, if I get a little more earning, can I help one more person through that? Can I help one more person? That kind of attitude I saw when I was in Mir, one place near Karkana. A person used to come. He is sufficiently wealthy and earning. He used to come by cycle. 8 kilometers he has to come by cycle. He can easily come by an auto. In the hot sun, in the afternoon after food, he will start and come. I used to, why are you coming like this in such a sunny day on the cycle? He used to say, Swamiji, if I save 2 rupees that I pay for the auto, I can serve one person who is hungry or who is in need. Most of the days, early morning if you come, He would come by walking. Many people used to walk all the way to save that few rupees, which is nothing for them, yet save that few rupees for the welfare of others, for good of others. And God has given me strength. There is time for me to walk the way or cycle, come by cycling. And that which I can spend for taxi or this one, let me serve someone. So this is one more attitude with which he is asking, can I earn a little more? Master, it is permissible to do so to maintain a religious family. We'll go ahead. Om Niranjanam Nityamanantarupam Bhaktanukampa Dhrita Vigraham Vai Ishavataram Parameshamidhyam Tam Ramakrishnam Shirasa Namah.